Hello and welcome to this week's Mindful Monday practice. I'm Daphne. And before we dive into today's meditation, I want to talk about something that's deeply personal for me, but also something very universal. And that is those moments in life when things feel really heavy and we even perhaps find ourselves consumed by feelings of despair. So, for highly sensitive people, these moments can feel especially overwhelming to us because of our natural empathy and our depth of processing. It means that we feel things very intensely. And the weight of our emotions can leave us questioning whether we'll ever feel good again. And it's in these times that it's easy to get lost in the stories in our own minds. And our minds will try to explain, to rationalize, or even fix what it is that we are feeling. But oftentimes, this kind of over-analysis that our mind gets into, it only adds to our suffering. And this is really where mindfulness becomes so helpful for us because mindfulness invites us to step outside of our mental chatter and into the present moment. It teaches us that emotions, no matter how intense they are, they're like waves. They rise up, they hit their peak, and then they eventually recede. And so by anchoring ourselves in the present moment, we can start to observe our emotions with curiosity instead of judgment, and we can allow them to flow through us without resistance. I know for myself that this is something that I have been experiencing a lot firsthand recently. So, during a really emotional moment that I was having recently, I found myself caught up in that kind of web of thoughts, and I was questioning why I felt so sad, whether I'd ever feel good again, happy again. But when I paused and I took a deep breath and I tuned into my body, I realized that I didn't need to solve my emotions, that I just needed to feel them. And by holding that space for myself, having some compassion for myself, I then discovered that I was having a sense of peace after all of those heavy emotions. And that whole process just reminded me of my resilience. And this is why mindfulness is such a powerful tool. And again, especially for those of us who are highly sensitive, it really helps us to hold space for our big emotions without being swept away by them. And it reminds us that even in our darkest moments, we can find stillness and strength within ourselves. So today's practice is designed to help you cultivate this kind of calm presence. And we'll be using the breath to anchor ourselves into the present moment, gently observing our thoughts and feelings as they come and go. And we'll practice befriending our experience so that we're creating a sense of spaciousness and peace within ourselves, no matter what it is that we're facing. So let's begin. So, to get started, I'd like you to just find a comfortable position and start to become physically still. Wherever you are, whether you are sitting, lying, or even standing, choose a posture where you'll feel as comfortable as possible, and then just lightly close your eyes. Bring your awareness to whatever is going on for you right now. And just give the weight of your body up to gravity. Allow your weight to sink into the points of contact between your body and the floor, the chair, or the bed, wherever you are resting. And just notice what sensations are there right now for you. And if you notice any tension or resistance towards painful or unpleasant sensations, gently turn towards them and then accept them as best as you can. And if you find that you begin to tense around the breath, then let go a little more with each exhalation as you continue to soften into the pull of gravity. And just begin to notice any thoughts as they arise and pass through the mind. See if you can let them come and go without being too identified with their content. Simply observe your thoughts as if they were clouds passing by in the sky. Notice any feelings and emotions as they arise. And can you let these come and go? Notice your sensations. Include everything with your awareness, but with a kindly perspective. So, observing from a place of compassion and non-judgment. Now, allow your awareness to gather around the experience of the breath deep in the body. And drop your awareness inside the breath and feel the different sensations in the front, the back, and the sides of the torso. And you feel your awareness within the flow and movement of the breath. You use the breath to anchor your awareness in the present moment, breathing in the body, noticing each inhalation and exhalation again and again. And each time you notice that your mind has wandered off again, just gently guide the mind back to the breath deep in the body, feeling the movement in the front, the back, and the sides of the body. It doesn't matter how many times the mind wanders off. Just continue to come back to the sensations of the breath. Now, gently expand your awareness to include the whole body. Feel the weight and shape of the body as it sits, stands, or lies. And if you've got any pain or discomfort, allow your awareness to stay open. So rather than contracting into the pain or discomfort, see if you can just open to it, creating a little more spaciousness around the pain or discomfort. And that can be physical or emotional pain and discomfort. So we're cultivating an acceptance or acknowledgement for all of your experience, befriending all of your experiences. Can we soften into the experiences rather than trying to resist? And use the breath to again just help to anchor your awareness in the present moment. Breathing in the body, noticing each inhalation and each exhalation again and again. Now, when you're ready, expand your awareness to begin to include the room around you. So you might just notice all of the sounds happening in or around the room that you're in. You might notice the temperature of the air against your skin, noting if it's warm or cool. And then when you feel ready, slowly open your eyes. So thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to say hello in the comments if you are catching this as a replay, and let me know how the practice was for you. And if you would like to join our live community on Zoom for our Mindful Monday practices, just check for the link in the comments or in the description. We'd love to have you. Thank you.